There's a game rule called Universal Anger. Like, this is hilarious. They could have named it anything, but it's Universal Anger. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going through things that you might not know about Minecraft. Salmon can actually be used to tame and breed cats, which is something that I see like a lot of YouTubers being like, oh, can I use salmon? I don't know. Maybe I should try it. And I'm like, yes, you can use salmon. You can extinguish a campfire with a shovel by right-clicking it, and then you can relight it using a flame arrow. That's so cool! I actually didn't know that this was a thing until I did research, because it's like far less annoying than having to get your water bucket and then pick the water bucket up, and it's a whole thing. This is so useful. Water flow changes rocket direction, so if you do it like that, like in the middle in a source block, it'll go straight up. But if you do it like here, it'll go off to the side. I just find that very cool. You can use an item frame to hold down a pressure plate, and I think that's very cool. It is a little bit glitchy, but if you put this on the top of like a lamp and put it on top, and just in that, it's so cool. You can barely even see it up the top. There's also both nether brick walls and nether brick fences, and they don't connect. Like, for some reason, Minecraft decided that nether brick, of all of the materials in the game, could have both a wall, because it's like a brick, and a fence. Like, this fence has been in the game for ages. But why does it get a wall as well? Like, it's very cool. You can do things like this. But they don't connect. So you can't do something really cool where you'd have like, if you had, actually no, dark oak is probably a better example. But you can't do this, like a thing where you got like a thick bit and then like the skinny bits. No, they just don't connect. How rude. If you have a beacon, then, and you put dirt on it, it'll stop. But then if you till the dirt, it'll go through because it's like 1/16 less than a full block. If you have a cake and then you have a piston and then a block of redstone, it just disappears. Look. What? Where does it go? Cakes are so glitchy like that. Like, if you eat it and then you break it, it's not going to drop anything. Like, obviously, I'm in creative. But if you eat it and then you break it, it just doesn't drop a cake. You should get, like, a slice of cake at the very least. But, like, that is not a redstone block. It just disappears. If you like need to make like a clock or a compass, you don't actually need to like spend the materials and make it, because the compass will always point to like your world spawn. So that's a fun fact. But you don't need, like, the preview will tell you where the world spawn is. You don't need to actually make it and be like, the world spawn is that way. A similar premise goes for clocks. Like, if you're underground and you happen to have these materials on you but don't really want to make a clock, you can tell that's a sunset, that's a sunset. It's a good preview. Sunflowers always face east. Yes, that is actually a sunrise. I apologize. Yeah, they always face east. Like, even if you do it like this, it'll always face east. I feel like they should, like, legitimately follow the sun, but then that'd be kind of weird when it's like the middle of the day and they're all just like, hi, our necks are breaking. But like, that's a fun fact. They always go east. Also, they look like coins. Tell me that's not a coin. Swords are the best tools to break bamboo. Oh, you can't break anything with a sword on creative, I forget. That is a fun fact. You cannot break things with swords on creative. But they're the best tools for breaking bamboo in survival. And also, bamboo is never aligned in the same position. It always goes in a random spot on the block. Like this one's it's always different, which just makes it really annoying, because you're like, I want them all to be perfectly in the middle. Nope, they're all just gonna be weird. But I guess that's a quirky update, Mojang. Well, while my cat's deciding, I have a screenshot to show you. But cats can lie down on beds. Will you do it? If I lie in this, will you? I don't think that's the issue. But cats can lie down in beds, and it is adorable. Like, so cute. Villagers are the absolute worst. Why would you sleep? Why would you sleep? You see my point? They're sleeping. It's like day. Either way, whenever they connect to this. There we go. Now they're connected. But these two used to look the same. They used to be the same. Like, they used to be the white villagers, and you'd go around villages wanting a cartographer, and you get so excited because it would just be a librarian. That's the back of my head. Very disappointing. And they added in the recipe book, so you can get, like, everything that you have had the materials for. It's not an extensive book, but if you have ever held the materials for it, you can make stuff with it. It's actually kind of annoying because you can't make things you don't have the materials for, so you'd have to actually Google things like potions. You still have to Google potions. They should make like a comprehensive book that you can buy off like cartographers or librarians or something that just tells you how to make everything. You can smelt with like so many weird things. Like you can smelt with saplings. I feel like it'll go down before one. Yeah, it's only half for a sapling. You can smelt with blaze rods, which I feel like is going to take a while. And then you can smelt with lava, which is basically infinite. But like, blaze rods are so weird. Like, it has barely gone down. That's why they did it. So that like, you have one blaze rod and then you just smelt like infinite things. Oh no, it's not infinite. Maybe it'll do 16. The blaze rods does 12. That's not. Coal is a much better idea, I think, unless you're like stranded in the Nether. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm just a bit confused why they made it do that. 2 more facts. Sponges, they can dry in the Nether, and they have the greatest ASMR sound. Like, if you place a wet sponge down, it will just it would just dry. Hose are useful now. And villagers can actually sleep in the Nether. I don't know about the end, but they can definitely sleep in the Nether, and that's weird. Like, why don't they get blown up? They deserve to be blown up. Like, seriously, villagers, they're the worst. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Let me know if there's anything else that I forgot to mention in this video in the comments. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. Bye!